Welcome everybody to the True Tea NYC. I'm your host, Ashleen, aka Ashley Breathe. I'm with my two co-hosts for a special plus size edition finale of True Tea.
Hello, I'm Amarachi.
I'm Meeks. Hi.
Okay, and give a little bit background of yourselves, like where you from, and yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from Hawaii.
So I just want to know, like, what's the LGBT scene like in, we'll start with Hawaii.
It's family oriented. I feel like everyone that is part of the community is just like a giant family. Like everyone's like very supportive of each other. Nothing's crazy. No one's like, what's the word, vindictive or anything like that. I feel like everybody gets along for the most part. You do have some people that are catty, but that's life.
So like, it's like people accepting of gay and trans, or they accept?
Yeah. For the most part, they are. Really are. I feel like Hawaii is like, everyone's like used to it at some point. Like everyone's family has someone who is gay, trans, bi, whatever it is. Somebody knows somebody that is. So it's kind of like a common thing now instead of it being like shunned.
Okay, like I hear like, oh, what is it?
Yeah.
So how is it in Texas, girl? What's going on in Texas? All big things in Texas.
That's what they say. But in Houston is a big city, so I mean, it's more open. It's a lot of different races, a lot of different, you know, backgrounds of people. So it's not like people say Texas is, you know, with the racism and things like that. It's not like that in the bigger cities. But the LGBT community is it's pretty big down there. And it's, for the most part, very loving. But, you know, of course, they do fight, of course, just like anywhere else. And it's drama sometimes, but that's to be expected in this community.
So shout out to Texas, shout out to Hawaii, all right? So, well, basically, I wanted to, so 2018 has been, first off, well, I've been gone. We haven't done anything on the channel this whole 2018, so I had to come to just, you know, show face and do something. So 2018 has been a great year for, you know, LGBT representation in media. You have Amaya Scott and Star, and we have the new show Pose, and we just watched Pose all together. I had to watch it again with them because I wanted them to be filled in. So what do you girls think of Pose? Like, give your honest opinions. I mean, I love the show. I think it's an accurate portrayal of our lives. So what do you think?
I actually like the show. I normally don't watch things. I don't watch TV because I get sidetracked easily. I have the attention span of a toddler. Fun. But I actually really like it. I don't know much about like that scene or whatever because when I'm at home, I don't really bother with anybody. I like to stick to my own things.
You're a makeup artist.
Yeah, I'm a makeup artist. So I try my best to like.
By the way, get into this space. get into this space.
Yes.
And he's in her eyeshadow.
I try.
So, you know, but, okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't really go out and stuff like that, so I don't know, like, much of the world of, like, how Pose, like, where, like, the ballroom and stuff like that. I've heard about it only because of Pat McGrath. It's the only reason why I know, like, they call her mother and stuff like that, so.
Right.
That's
but she follows you.
No, she doesn't follow me. I wish she did. She likes my pictures every once in a while, but she does not follow me.
It doesn't say people who come in.
Followed me, bitch.
I thought she followed you.
Just falls.
Well, at least she knows who you are.
Yeah, thank you. Pat McGrath, if you're watching this, Pat McGrath, can I move in? But so I will do anything. I will clean your brushes. I will hold your bag, sis.
So what is I want to be respectful. What is your preferred pronouns?
Pronouns, I don't really care. Like, I'm obviously a boy. That's what I identify as, I guess you could say. But I prefer like he, she, it, they, them, whatever. It, I don't know, whatever you want to call me. At the end of the day, not it. At the end of the day, I'm basically a 300-year-old
ain't no it. No.
I mean, some people get into it.
I know, that's fine. I couldn't take it.
No, I mean, I have no issue with people calling me anything. I really don't care.
Right, because people think that you're trans.
Yeah, a lot of
they think she's Amber Rosefish.
Thank you. I worked at Sephora, and there was someone that came in one day who was trans, and she told me that I was so brave for being trans in the work environment. Mind you, I had a beard on that day because I grew facial hair. I had a beard, and I was like 6. I was like, well,
like, thank you, but
I'm on the radio at Sephora. I'm like, can somebody come help her? Okay, can you just fix it? Okay. But yeah, to me, it doesn't bother me as long as you're not doing it like in a weird, like rude way. Like I've had people be like, call me he or she, like just
on purpose,
on purpose to be rude.
Like they think you're trans and they want to misgender you on purpose.
Like, and so they're trying to be funny. They think it's cool, and I'm just like, and I'll just walk away. I won't say anything after that. Like, you're gonna be ignorant. We can't be friends.
So basically, you don't conform. No. Like, okay, so gender now. And what are your preferred pronouns? Obviously, I know your pronouns, but
girl, don't do it, girl. I'm in, honey.
What are your she?
Yes, honey.
Okay, that's it. She. Okay.
Her.
She and her. Okay. So mine is she, her, queen, goddess, mother, daughter, sister. But anything but him, because you got me fucked up if you try to play me like that. We have to keep it, you know, cute and stuff, but respect us. And I think that that's the one thing that people need to learn. Like, when you do see someone who you may not know what their preferred gender is, you can ask them. I think it's okay to ask rather than just assume or deliberately try to come like sideways, like be disrespectful. Like, are you a him or her? Like, that's not right.
You know what? I kind of disagree a little bit. Like, I mean, you should be able to look at someone, and I mean, you should look at them and be able to tell what they're.
That's not true, because that's just. I mean, she's just. That's not true, because she just wasn't saying that she has experiences. People think that she is trans when she is non.
That's special. That's a different special. You know, that's different. I mean,
but a lot of people don't look the part, but they identify as. So we have to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would be basically being ignorant if you.
I mean,
you just assume that just because someone looks like something, that's what they identify as. So.
I feel like
I'm not coming for you, sis. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you my opinion. We have to redefine realness. True. There's realness is the eye of the beholder. What one person might think is real to one, it might not be real to someone else. So I just say, oh bitch, you are real, you are sitting.
Yeah.
And then someone could be like, that's a man, you know? So we have to, you know, redefine what realness is and redefine what it is to look or be trans.
Right.
Yes. So
but even on Holiday Heart with Ving Rhames, you saw how Ving Rhames was looking.
Trans people have been for years been displayed as cis men in makeup and wigs. So to see Pose and to actually see trans people play the roles is everything. Like, I actually forgot they were trans. I'm watching beautiful women embody these characters. Shout out to the cast, shout out to everyone over there. It's I feel like a lot of people were like saying that they felt like, you know, oh well, not everyone is in the ballroom scene, but there's so much more to the show than the ballroom scene. The scene where Damien was dancing in his room and his father came in, like, that is so relatable. Like, having a family member who doesn't approve, wants you to not be gay, or wants you to suppress femininity. Like, I dealt with that. Like, I don't know, have you ever dealt with like situations like that where, like, growing up?
Oh, we all have. I'm pretty sure everyone has. It's just personal things are wild, and parents need to realize that sometimes you can't control everything your child does.
Right, exactly.
It shouldn't matter if they want to be a dancer, if they want to be a makeup artist, if they want to be a singer, if they like things that you see as feminine. It shouldn't bother you if your child wants to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Or masculine, if your daughter wants to play football, let her play fucking football. It's just a game at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like,
you'd rather have a child than not have a child.
That's true.
That's how I see it. So I really relate to that part. And when Miss Angel was showing up at the date's job, I mean, I relate to that. I mean, I've been with a guy who made me feel a certain way, and I've showed up places like, hey boo.
Yeah, just trying to be seen.
Trying to be seen. I was in the area. Because some guys, you know what they did? And then he told her that you can't be here. I can't be with you. How relatable is that? Bitch, how many, that's my life story.
I feel like it's
I couldn't relate to that part. You couldn't, because I just couldn't.
You couldn't. So every guy wants to be seen with you, and you never dealt with anyone trying to keep your secret?
If he's not trying to be with me in the public, you're not going to be with me in private. I'm not going to.
Right, but we've all come from. Right, but you've gotten to that point.
I've been like that for a long time. If you're ashamed of what you do,
all right, Miss Bougie, Texas.
No, you're not going to put your shame on me because you feel alright. Don't do that to me, because that's not right.
Yeah, but some people have never some people haven't got to that point yet where they feel that sense of confidence.
That's true.
Like, I used to be with guys where I thought like, oh my God, he sees me as a girl. Like, I would put up with all the bullshit because I felt like no one was gonna see me that way.
You're right about that.
And he treated me, sometimes there's some of the most best, and I always say this and I get a lot of flack, but some of the best dick is men who are taken. And it's not my fault, and we spoke about this, honey. It's like, some of the best sex has been with men who have a partner already, like basically guys that are off the market. But
see, I've always been relationship minded. Even since like high school, I would not have sex with someone unless he would claim me and we were like, you know what I mean, in something serious. Because I don't know, I just feel like I just feel like that's the choice that you're making to be with me. You don't have to be with me. I told you to come talk to me. So don't come at me with some negativity. Come at me, you know, when you're ready to come at me, then that's when you come at me. Don't come at me 50%. Come at me with 100%.
Right, exactly. All right, well, so any other thoughts you have about the show?
It is a good show. I love it.
All right, so
I'm ready to see the next episode.
Right, definitely, and we need.
Turns it on now.
Yeah, well, we're gonna watch episode 2 after this. But so another thing that I wanted to say is that when you see like a lot of these men who are ashamed to be with us, that want to be like they're just, it's all about shame. Like, they're basically ashamed of what other people are gonna think. Live your life, you know. Live your life. Stop worrying about other people. Stop living for other people. That is a lesson learned.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like it's up to us as trans women. It is up to us to change these men the way that they treat us. Because they're gonna keep treating you the way that you let them treat you. So it's up to you.
What's the saying? If you don't stand up for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
Right. So it's up to us to show them either you're gonna come correct or don't come at all.
Right.
That's our job to do that, because these men are gonna keep doing
I agree.
Doing all these things
because
the girls are letting them do that.
Right.
And, I mean,
but some girls feel like if they don't take that chance, they may not find anyone.
That's
so they
true.
will put up with the bullshit, the BS. You have to, honey, you have to live and learn. Like, I feel like we're getting older, but still feeling young.
Right.
I feel like there was things that I was doing when I was like 18 that I'm not doing now, like in my late 20s.
Right.
Like, I'm really feeling like, no, like I would really be that girl who, if a guy told me, you know, when you see me out in public, don't talk to me. I used to be that girl who would say, okay, like that's not right, you know?
I'd be like, hey,
like, have you dealt with men? Have you dealt with men? Like, I know that since you have, as you can see, we are all plus size beauties here. I'm a proud size 14.
I'm a size 16. No, let me stop. I'm 18.
18.
14.
We both.
Yeah.
So have you? Since you have a very curvy, you know, you got body.
Yeah.
If you want to say that on the show,
yeah, thank you.
If you want to show it,
I mean, if you guys want to see it, I mean,
cake. That's the shape of a woman.
Thank you. So people are really confused by it, but I mean, it floats your boat. So you reach that 808. No, I'm kidding. Don't you dare. I'm kidding.
Have you dealt with guys that like the guys that are attracted to women and they want you to be their like secret feminine fantasy?
Oh wait, not always, but it's
hashtag feminine fantasy.
See, it's happened before. I've come to the realization that it needs to stop, because there's no point in me pretending to be happy with somebody that doesn't really want you, because they end up finding somebody else that's a real girl. I mean, I can wear whatever hair you want. Just don't pull it because it comes off. You see how you are?
Right.
But I mean, some people.
Right, but sometimes a lot of men will say things to enslave us, like mentally enslave us, like, oh, that you know you're not real. But what is real?
Thank you.
What is real? But so that was Pose. We wanted to just give a quick talk about Pose, and then I wanted to get a segment. I wanted to get into a new segment, try something. There's a reason why this is here, because we are open. Throughout the years of me doing Tea Time, a lot of people have messaged me and gave me so many critiques, gave me so many topic ideas, and a lot of complaints. So I rounded up a nice, as you can see, a nice long list of complaints, and I want people to know that when you are in the comment section going in, you know, your words are being read. So basically, I'm opening up the first ever complaint department. So let's give a round of applause for the complaint department. And I'm gonna copyright it in case anyone gets any ideas and wants to take my idea, because people be lurking. They be lurking from the sidebars, they be lurking from the bleachers.
Okay.
So basically the complaint department is going to be us. We are the complaint department, and we're going to be reading complaints that people of the community have had about numerous things that affect their lives, and you know, we're here to give them helpful solutions that they can take and apply to lead a better life. So the first complaint: dear complaint department, a guy that I've been having sexual relations with showed up to my place unannounced. He wanted to have anal sex, but I wasn't 100% prepared, but I gave in. After 10 minutes, I noticed a smell, and I accidentally did number 2, and it got all over him. He left and told me I was disgusting and is no longer speaking to me. What do I do?
Wait, hold on. He showed up first, sir. You showed up unannounced, and then you want to play in these guts. So you want to talk about you disgusting. What do you think come out of there? What is okay? Some people's kids, I tell you, I'm upset. Don't talk to no. Where's her at? Where are you? I mean,
anonymous.
Talk to mama.
She's just these were anonymous.
Find me. You anonymous. Can find me at Mikhail on Instagram. Just come talk to mama. Don't you talk to him no more. He's stupid. Called you disgusting. What is wrong with him?
Yeah, like I'm really, upset. Like you show up unannounced. First off, wherever you stay, a queen's palace. If anyone wants to get in, they have to be sent for. Like, you don't just show up and expect to get the goods and want the cakes and expect the cakes to be fresh.
Well, it depends on what level they are on.
Right, because it's a process. Like, you know, like somebody coming over and just demanding you to be face down, ass up. I mean, it's a process, you know? Like, and, you know, there's things that we have to do to make sure that our body is prepared to engage in sexual and anal, excuse me, anal relations.
Hint, take whatever solution in here is out, dump it out, put warm water in it. I don't know what's in this.
They put vinegar sometimes.
Yeah, you don't want none of that all up in there.
It's okay, it's a little bit.
I mean, I just feel like you have to this ain't no after hour spot. This ain't no crack house. You need to let me know ahead of time when I have to. You don't just show up. You don't just show up and expect me to be sitting here looking like Beyonce. I woke up like this. It's a process to look like that. Like to, you know, like, oh yeah. And then they have these demands. I want you to wear this. I want you to wear that. And then you just show up with sweatpants.
That's why I said it depends on how. It depends on where they are, because if they like at that level, he should be able to see her with her bonnet on, no makeup, no lashes. I mean, she shouldn't have to get ready to, you know, and be that girl.
But
he called her disgusting after he showed up unannounced. She had a she shitted on him. It got, as she said, it got all over him.
He's just
he called her disgusting, and he's not speaking to her no more.
Rude.
Well, she needs to get another dude, because there's something wrong with him.
Don't call him no more.
Right.
Delete his number. Block him.
Okay, so. Moving along. I hope that helped you, sis. Dear complaint department, I just started my transition and I'm having a hard time covering my shadow. What would help hide my beard? #SOS. So as a makeup artist, I know.
If you've ever watched any type of RuPaul's Drag Race or anything, you always notice that they're using an orange concealer, orange cream foundation, or anything like that.
Right.
Orange will neutralize the blue shadows that are left behind from beard hair. I've done it before. It just depends on the level of orange and the level of like the shade of your skin. Because if you do something too orange, like I'm high yellow. If I do something too orange, it'll show up under the foundation regardless of what I do.
Right.
So it just depends on like what your undertones are, how deep your complexion is, and just find something that works for you. You don't have to do the entire face in orange, just wherever the shadows lie prominently. And that way your foundation can always cover whatever else is left.
And it's like, isn't it like if you're darker, then you'd use a darker color? Like I use red. I use like
red. You can use like how she said. You can use red. It'll neutralize the blue undertones that are left behind with like facial hair or any other type of shadows, like under your eyes if you have dark circles like that.
Well, make sure you do something. You make sure you remove the hair first.
Yeah, thank you.
Like I'm not trying to be
shade first. Sorry, shade first. Yes.
Shade first. Well, I'm just saying, like you don't want to paint over. If you're newly transitioning, you want to and some people say they're against shaving. Whatever you can do, get the hair off first, and then apply. You know, do the put the makeup on after that, you know, because you don't want to, like, you know, be places and have visible hair and then you're painting all this over it. Because people, you know, will see that, you know. So.
Or even if you are fair skinned and you have red hair, you can use a green color corrector and it'll neutralize the redness in your beard. Yeah. So on the color wheel, red and green are opposite each other, blue and orange are opposite each other, yellow and purple are opposite each other. So you just have to understand color theory. It'll help you a ton. Just even look it up on YouTube. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody has like a color theory, like pinwheel type of deal going on. It's super, super helpful, super easy to do.
All right, so I hope you got something from that. Next, dear complaint department. I'm gay and I like to wear makeup. A lot of men that I meet in the gay scene tell me I'm too girly and femme for them. Why do masculine gay men hate feminine gays so much? Why do masculine gays hate feminine gays? Do you feel like that's like a thing? Like that they hate them? I don't think they hate them.
I don't think they hate them.
I think that they just, it's just a lot of like, people are told to suppress their femininity and they don't, like if you're told something's wrong or something's bad, you kind of enforce it in other people. Like, oh, you're too girly, you're too, they want people to just, I don't know, like, what do you think about it?
I personally don't care what people think. I've been wearing makeup for the past, what, 5-6 years now? I used to wear a lot more makeup than I do now.
So this is very light.
This is, I mean, I have a lot of foundation on right now, but I just have it strategically placed on my face to hide like acne scars, all that fun stuff. It's a long story. But I feel like it's very sad when people are very judgmental about people that wear makeup. Just look at my makeup. And the way it fucking comes off. Like it washes off and it makes people feel good
about themselves. But the fact that a gay man feels this way about other gay men, like this whole subculture of, well, you're too gay.
I feel like they don't care.
Out here, it's like you have to, like a lot of the scene is no facts, no femmes is like a big thing in America. Like maybe other places too, but out here it's like they're like really strict. Like on the Grindr apps, I've heard from my gay friends that like it's like brutal. Like everyone has to put on this macho look to get a hookup. Like, you know, play that role. You know.
I've had a man actually tell me it's easier. But this is just about sex. I don't know about like, you know, trying to be in a relationship and stuff like that. But he said the reason that he messes with masculine men, or he prefers that if he's not with a woman or a trans woman, is because it's easier to have sex with a masculine man than it is a woman or a feminine man. Because a masculine man's not gonna tell, they're not gonna tell each other secrets, for one, so they can just, you know, meet up, have sex, do what they do, and, you know, go about their lives. But where, you know, but when it's a woman, you have to kind of wine and dine her a little bit more, or, you know, make her feel special before she gets.
So maybe just bro. So well, we're just two bros. Two bros.
Right. So I heard it's just easier, just, you know, because
work out,
you don't
fuck
have to
after.
worry about the secret coming out and all that other stuff.
Oh, I see.
Well, just live and let live. Stop. If you're in the LGBT community, stop oppressing other people in the community. It's ridiculous.
There are a lot of men who like feminine men too. So
right, I've seen that. There are a lot of straight men who like they secretly like trans and feminine men. Like they just like feminine, anything that's sissy, like not sissy, but everything that's like really sassy. Excuse me. I said anything. Oh my god, I didn't mean to say that anything sissy.
Gotta go.
Oh, there goes my follower count. No, I meant to say sassy. Like some men, like they like a sassy, someone who's like very, it appeals to that. There's a lot of straight men that go to drag shows and watch the girls perform. Just stop bashing each other. Like, let us live. We need to fucking uplift each other. Rainbow pride. Like, and a lot of people feel like the T should be taken off of LGBT. I don't think so.
Why?
A lot of people feel that like our struggle is not the same. I think it would be worse if we were on our own. So, anyways, the next complaint.
We are now.
Dear complaint department, I am a post-op trans woman who recently had a sex change, and my boyfriend asked me if I would F him with a strap on. I've been really depressed. I feel like I made a mistake. So she just has a sex change and her boyfriend wants her to now put on a strap on.
Okay. I can't help you. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't.
I feel like the sex change.
I'm sad.
that should be for you. That's a decision.
Right,
for
right.
yourself.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
not for a man, not for any other gain, or that you think you're gonna have a better life. If that makes you comfortable for your body, that's the only reason that you should do that. So if he's not making you comfortable, then you just need to get someone else. I mean, there's millions of men in this world who will be with you, I mean, and treat you the way that you want to be treated and make you feel the way you want to be treated. So if you do make the decision to have a sex change, then it should, like I said, it should be solely based on yourself and how it's going to make you feel on the inside.
Right. I mean, I'm a non-op. I don't like, well, I don't mind other surgeries, but I don't think, it's not for me. My transition has been spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Some people, they need to go, mentally, they need to make it physically.
Right.
And I don't knock that. So I would respect people, not knock the fact that I don't want to have a sex change.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm living my truth. That's it. You know?
Everyone's different.
Like, everyone's different. So for you're actually in process too.
Oh, yes.
So let's speak about that real quick, because it kind of goes into this. Like, you're about to have that life-changing surgery soon. So how are you feeling? Like, and how could you relate to this situation? Like, meaning, like, would you, like, I can imagine getting a sex change and then someone telling me, I want what you used to have. Like, and this is someone that I'm with. Like, I would go crazy.
I feel like after I get my sex change, like, I'm gonna be free, like a freaky bitch. Like, so I'm gonna do anything. I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna try all that stuff. Strap-ons. I'm gonna have fun with it because I'm gonna feel like I'm complete. So it's not gonna matter what I'm doing because I'm happy with myself 100% at that point. And if I'm with someone who wants to try that, I mean, like I said, if he wants to do it all the time, then I'm gonna probably have an issue with it. But
yeah, because I'm feeling like I just had a life-changing surgery. Can you appreciate it, nurse? Can you please appreciate it? And like, I couldn't be with no shade. I mean, if that's what obviously that's what he likes. If he says, follow me on Instagram and DM me.
Thank you.
Because you should not be with someone who basically is showing you signs that you're not what they want. If he wants someone to climb on his back and drill him deep, and you just had a sex change, obviously.
Why is he even with her? I mean,
they were together before she had the sex change. So I mean,
well, I mean, he didn't know. That just.
I definitely would not shame him. The anal G, the male G spot is in the anal canal. So the same way women have orgasms when the guy's hitting the clit, I mean, men, they have anal orgasms when people hit the G spot. So
it seems messy.
Yeah, that's why she tried to reach out to us. But
she should have known before the surgery that he was gonna want that. I mean, they should have talked about that before.
That's something. So that's advice to the girls. You should have, if your boyfriend likes that part of you, then that's a conversation you need to have. I'm not saying that you need to make a decision based on what your boyfriend likes, but if you're going to be with him after the sex change, you should definitely, like, listen, if that's what you want, go find somebody else, because I'm living in my new truth. And to be reminded, she says she's depressed. To be reminded of that, like somebody wanting that from you and you can't give it, it has to be distressful. So girl, good luck, sis. Another one. Dear complaint department, my boyfriend always wants to watch porn while we have sex. Is he not that into me?
He's not, girl.
Thank you. He's not. Next.
Damn, you want me? Well, I feel like, I mean, you never had a guy like, I couldn't. If you want to put porn on while we're having sex, and what? Imagine you're fucking Pamela Anderson?
Thank you.
What?
Right, I mean,
that's disrespectful.
I don't even watch porn. I have no use for porn. If I'm about to if we're getting it in, you should be attracted to me. I should be turning you on. You should be turning me on. Not, oh, let me look at the TV. Let me see.
Like, imagine, like, I'm gonna go down on you and you're watching fucking a porn.
That's stupid.
Like, I would feel useless. Like, why am I even here? Why are you even here?
Tap the back of your head. Pass me the remote. Fuck you.
Porn is for self gratification, not for.
Yeah, that's like a part of like let's watch porn together. I'm like, what? No, you won't watch porn. Leave me the hell alone. Like, you want to be with somebody who You want to be with somebody who embraces all of you. You should be enough. You shouldn't have to be putting on, you know, hung shemales or DL thug porn to make somebody fucking aroused. If he's not aroused with you, then he ain't the one. There's a few more. This is going good. We're getting somewhere. Hopefully if people are taking stuff from this, leave comments. Make sure you give your critiques, and if you have any other things that you want to say, you can leave a DM at the Tea Time Network Instagram. So okay, dear complaint department, I have a very homophobic family and I have been afraid to come out the closet. I have a lesbian cousin who I told I was gay to, and she told my aunt. I have no one to talk to, and I'm a lot of complaints here. I have no one to talk to, and I'm going through this alone. I keep denying it, and I'm even trying to pretend to have a girlfriend. Please help me, I'm dying inside. Oh my God. So basically, homophobic.
How old this person was?
Well, they're living at home, so they might be young. So they have a homophobic family, and the cousin's a lesbian, but she sold him out. Like, why is history repeating itself? Like, a lot of lesbians, you know, no shade, I love my lesbian sisters, but a lot of lesbians, they have the ability to just like being a lesbian is cool, but when you're gay, it's like, oh no, you're more. It's a bigger issue. But I don't know, honey. I mean, fake. You gotta live in your truth. Family. If you have to lose family, then oh well. As soon as it's time to go, it's time to go. I left home at an early age. You know, they made it very clear that, you know, they wasn't featuring it, so I had to find myself and keep it moving. You know, and yeah, you can't. You can forgive, but you can't forget. I mean, how do you feel about the situation about family, like not accepting?
I feel like family is family. I mean, family is just a word, honestly, because you can make anybody on this earth your family. I feel like if you're ready to take that step, only you know when you're ready to, you know, to lose all that. If you know you're going to lose that, if you know it's going to be some drama, then take the step. I mean, if it's going to be inevitable, that's something that is inevitable. Either you're gonna do it when you get older and they're gonna still feel some type of way about it, or you can do it when you're younger and have more time in your life to live as yourself and be, you know, and be happy. But don't put yourself in a position where you don't know where you're gonna eat or you don't know where you're gonna sleep. Try to just, you know, get yourself together, get yourself in a position where you can take care of yourself as much as you can, and then take that step.
I moved out when I was 17, like right after I graduated high school. I was like, gotta go.
Wow. Yeah, it's like, it's true. Like, you create your own family, and yeah, sometimes it's like you just gotta go. Like, people, you know, you have to find people who embrace you and love you and be yourself. Like, nothing, that's living, not being, pretending to be someone else is not living. So okay, good luck. But okay, dear complaint department, I am a very passable trans woman, and I have a friend who is clearly clockable. Whenever we are out together, men bypass me and try to get her number. It gets me mad because I put a lot of work into my look and she doesn't. Should I tell her how she makes me feel or stop hanging out with her? So basically she's saying that she's passable and she hangs out with someone who's not, and they get more attention than her. Oh, and it's bothering her.
Sorry, girl, sorry. Shit happens.
I said beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You can't look at someone and say, oh, I'm more sickening than you. Like, you can't think that way, because someone might think, out of all of us, they might go to Miss Me and pay us no mind and say, hey, sexy, and we'll be like, me, thank you. And then it's like, so you cannot, like, you can't think just because in your eyes this person's not on your level that someone else is going to see the same thing. So, hon, don't hang out with her if she got you hot in your heels and you're going through it. What do you think about that?
That's insane.
I feel like friends, there is like, well, I don't know, I'm different, because if I make you a friend, if I call you a friend, there's no jealousy. You know, there's nothing.
Right.
There's
No competition. Like I'm glad I got to a point now in my life where I don't have people in my life. Well, now that I mean to include you, that fact that I know people like used to, but I used to know people who everything was a competition. Like mentally, it went to battle mode. Like I'm like, I don't think like that. I don't think of how lashes are. Let me go make my lashes bigger too. Like I don't think like that. But there's a lot of girls who they look at people and they're registering how they could be better. Be better. Be a better you. Don't be a better me.
You should. I mean,
like
it's one thing to feed off of each other and say, girl, you know, let's both be bad bitches, you know, and let's both do this, but not in a jealous way. There should be no competition. It should be, because that's not a friend. I mean, that's just
that's a teammate.
If my friend I'm all about a hit on her. Please do. I'm okay. Get that. Fuck it up.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want her number? Because you know, like. Right, that's how it should be. I'll help you get the numbers.
Right, but some people are like if you, I had a friend back in the day who like we would hang out and like a guy would like, they would ask her like about me and she would say, oh, she has a boyfriend, or she'll tell the guy that I'm a lesbian. I don't like men, and I'm like, what a cock blocker,
right?
Bitch, I love my man.
That's not a friend.
She would just like say like, oh yeah, well you know, she don't like men. Or she'll tell them that I'm that.
Probably still didn't want her after they said that.
Dude, they still did.
You see.
But some people go out their way. But if you're hanging out with somebody that you're jealous of, y'all shouldn't hang out. It's not good for your mental health.
That's true.
You need some self-work and some self-love, and you need to hang out with people who you feel good around and who you don't have any negative thoughts around, like in your mind about. Like I can't imagine like no, that's toxic as fuck. Like me hanging out with somebody who I despise. Like no, I don't despise anyone. I mean, if you try me, I will not forget, and I'll try you back sometime later. Cause karma is best served cold. But like I don't walk around with all that like, you know. I think it's toxic as fuck. But yeah. So bitch. Work on yourself. Love yourself. Don't worry about these men.
It's like how many people?
They're all over. Don't worry about
men. Yeah, bitch. Men show up to fuck holes in the wall.
Okay.
You.
Okay. So there's a few more left. We're almost done. Dear Complaint Department, I'm a plus size female who relates to gay and trans because my boyfriend barely wants to be seen with me in public. He treats me like a secret because his friends call me a fat bitch. I want to know, how do I gain my courage and confidence to tell him how I feel? How do I stop him from denying me?
Girl, these people are like,
my thing is leave him.
Right.
Yeah, like
why would you want to be with
somebody his number?
You can be big, you can be curvy and be confident and be beautiful. Hello, goals. Goals. Like hello, like we're like, you don't see fat femmes sitting together having conversations.
True.
You know, so people, when they look on TV, they don't see themselves either. So it does play on us sometimes where we think that we're not, you know, the ideal, you know, beauty. But you need to know that you are. Like, don't wait for, he needs to know what the hell he has. Like, I don't, you don't want to be seen with me now? Fuck it.
Bye.
I don't want to be seen with you either.
Yeah.
You know?
Any of that.
So what do you think? Any other closing arguments on that?
Well, you know how I feel. I feel the same way. Just like, if you're ashamed, girl, that's stupid. Why would you? That's not your boyfriend. That's like
No.
How can you be a boyfriend and you're not going out and doing stuff together, or no?
Right. So last one, and this was fun. Dear Complaint Department, I'm a lesbian female who is dating a woman with 4 kids. I've been with her for almost a year, and she asked me to help her out with her children.
Bye. There's too many kids. No, thank you.
Buy them school uniforms and pay for their cell phone bills. I asked her to come to Gay Pride, and she told me she doesn't want to be out there like that. Am I being played?
One, where's their dad at? That's my question. Where's dad?
Okay.
So she wants you to buy stuff for her kids, but she don't want to come to Gay Pride.
Thank you.
And she don't want to be out there like that.
Not out there like
honey,
that. Well then bye.
Well, then don't taste my rainbow.
Not everyone wants to go to Gay Pride. Are they doing? Are they doing other things together? Are they going out? Is she
doesn't want to be seen with her in public. She doesn't want to be out there like that. She basically doesn't want to be seen with a lesbian. She's basically using her to take care of her children, which happens, you know.
Yeah.
Basically, she's playing lesbian just to get benefits for her children.
It's been a year. Like, if you haven't figured that out in a whole year, then
it's time to go. Right? Sorry. Like, I get that you want to be happy, but at the end of the day, you can't force yourself to be in these weird situations and predicaments just to feel like somebody loves you. Someone will love you. You just have to wait your time. Work on yourself. Work on things that make you happy.
That's true.
Stop trying to make everybody else happy.
Love is out there for everyone.
That's true. And leave her behind and go to Gay Pride and find yourself a new boo.
But if you love the babies, take care of the babies. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
Like, sometimes you get attached to the children, and that's the sad part when it like falls apart. You know what I mean?
Right. That is true.
You don't have to pay their cell phone bills or anything, but like at least keep in touch. Like, tell them hi or something. Like, send them a birthday card, something like that. You don't have to like be mom number 2 or whatnot.
Well, that was it. I mean, until next time, if there is a next time, if we get picked up. No, I'm just playing. I love you all so much. Thanks for watching and enjoying us. Once again, I'm with Amarachi and Meek, Miss Lady Meek. Yeah, that was a True TMYC. Stay tuned to the Tea Time channel. I have been secretly collaborating with a group of trans women from the UK, and Tea Time London will be coming later on this summer. So take care, everybody. Love you all so much. Thanks for all the love and support. And yeah, add us all on social media and enjoy the rest of your Pride Month and summer. Bye.
Bye.
That was cute.